Welcome to RV and Travel Adventures. My name is Jesus Manuel Menegares. I hope you're doing super fantastic wherever you are at. As I typically do around the start of the month, I'm rather late this month, being October the 5th, 2023. I do a report of past activities and issues and future activities and plans. So this is the October RV and Travel Adventures report. Hope you find this interesting. If you have any comments about my situation and have any questions, feel free to leave them below in the old comments section. And so let's get started. First issue is I'm going to be talking about is my RV. Seems like I'm always having some issues with my RV. Being an RV owner stipulates in the fine type under the contract, it says there, hey, you're gonna have to fix a lot of stuff. And so I've been fixing a lot of stuff. My recent issues is I moved my RV from one spot which had I plugged in and had some electricity, and I moved it to another spot, and I have two lithium batteries, two 100 amp hour AO lithium batteries, and I parked it in a shady spot under some very nice cover. It's a sheltered area at my new spot, and I'm saving $50 a month, so that's the only reason I'm moving. So I forgot to turn off the 12 volt system, the 12 volt shut off, and I didn't do that, so my two batteries pretty much went to zero. So I took my batteries home and I recharged them up. I charged them up and they're back to 100%. Okay, that's the good thing about lithium batteries. If they go to 100, it doesn't really damage them, apparently. So that's the biggest issue I've been having lately in the last couple weeks. Previous to that, of course, I've had those cabinet issues, and they've been opening, while I go driving. They just go, hey, let's open up, and hey, let's fall out, and hey, let's toss all your stuff around the RV as you're going down the road. Very generous. I've been doing reviews of various RVs recently, and I always say, hey, they actually have locks on their cabinets, on their drawers, just locks. Very nice. And I really like that. I really like the fact that you can put locks, okay? Very good. So if you can buy an RV that all the cabinets, all the drawers have substantial locks, not cheap-ass locks like my Rockwood Mini Lite, substantial locks, that's a positive. That's a very big positive, okay? So I'm planning to do some camping. This is my second point. I'm planning to do some camping in a couple weeks, just regionally. Of course, here in Texas, we have quite a few state parks, and it's finally cooling down. Excuse me. It's finally cooling down. Today's low will be in the 60s. Next week, it's going to be in the 50s. So it's finally cool down. The high temperature should be in the 70s and 80s on a regular basis for at least a few weeks before it, this is what Texas weather. Super hot. Cool for a little bit, then it starts to freeze and gets super frío, super cold. So that's Texas weather for you. We're in the southern plains. Anything that's up north just comes down like it owns the place, just comes down. If it's in Minnesota and in North Dakota and Kansas, and just say, hey, let's go to Texas. It's just down the road, and there's no mountains or impediments to stop us from going down there and creating havoc, okay? So the plan is to go camping regionally, maybe 100, 150 miles around here, and just call it good. During the weekday, I'm not a weekend. My wife comes home during the weekend. She's usually gone Tuesdays. She's going to be this week she's going to be back on Friday, so she's gone a good four days, okay, to do her job. She just travels, stays there, and comes back. So, during the middle of the week, I can go do some camping, just keep myself occupied, do some hiking, have some burgers on the grill, have a little beverage, and just look out at Mother Nature, especially during the fall, spring. It's very nice here in Texas. Summer, it's a hellhole. Winter, it's a hellhole, but it's very nice up here in North Texas. So I'm thinking about going to Claiborne State Park or Mineral Well State Park or Lake Whitney State Park, those kind of parks. Just, an hour, maximum 2 hours away. Not bad at all. So those are my camping adventures, at least in the short term, October, November. RV reviews. I've been doing quite a few RV reviews. I've enjoyed going to Western Campers. They carry quite the extensive line of Lance travel trailers. And every time I do a Lance travel trailer review, it's super popular. It's super popular. I get 500, likes and views a day, which is pretty good for my reviews. Typically, if I go to some other and look at some more generic travel trailer, I'll get 10, 25 views. I'll also go to Motorhome Specialist just down the road, and the world's largest RV dealership, very large dealership. They have a lot of motorhomes, some travel trailers, and quite a used inventory. But I really like their line of Thor products, like the Thor Gemini, and that's an RV I really would love to own. And I did some reviews on that, and that's super, super popular also. So thank you very much for the folks at Motorhome Specialist for not tossing me out immediately, and the folks at Western Campers for allowing me to do reviews. If you own a dealership in the region and would like me to do a quick review, and it's going to be an honest review, it's going to be my opinion alone. I'm not going to be a salesperson jumping up in the air and saying, "This is fantastic. This is the best RV I've seen all year," until tomorrow when I see another RV, and it's going to be the best one. Come down. Let me give you a best price. Okay. So I'm really enjoying doing RV reviews. That's the most popular aspect of my show. My camping trips, okay. My international trips, okay. My opinion pieces and my monthly reports, not so much. Okay. So I'm starting to promote my Patreon page. Go to patreon.com/JMM Garza, where you can donate $1 or $2 or more a month and help my channel out and support my channel. I don't make very much on this channel on clicks. I waste more money on gas, equipment, etc. than I do make on this channel. It's just a hobby of mine. But I could use some help. If you have the time, the inclination, and the extra, or the extra cash, I would greatly appreciate it if you donate $1 or $2, okay? And it helps me out in my efforts to produce these videos, these super, super important videos. World peace depends on it, peace in the Middle East. No, it's not that critical, but it'd be nice to have some of your help to offset some of my expenses, specifically gas and equipment. And of course, if I did these, reviews at these RV dealerships and charged them the typical hourly rate I charged back in Silicon Valley back in the 90s, I used to charge $125 an hour back in the 90s in Silicon Valley for photography and other services. And of course, it's 2023 and prices have gone up at least quite a bit. And if I charge these RV dealerships for my work 3-4 hours to produce a video, they could not afford it. So I do those RV reviews for free just to be nice and just to keep myself occupied as my wife is out of town. I got to do something. I can't just be sitting watching football gossip, NFL gossip on TV all day, or just eating bonbons and cervezas in the backyard. I can't be doing that all day, okay? Oh, by the way, I've been losing weight. I used to weigh about 73, 74, 75 over the last few years, but I've changed my diet. I've pretty much eliminated all, pastries. That includes pies, cakes, cookies, candies, anything with a sugary topping or sugary contents. I've eliminated those, and I've dropped down precipitously, rather readily over the last few months to about 168, 169 pounds. Okay, so it's been working. And my health and I check my situation. My doctor checks my blood and goes, "Hey, you're doing pretty good. Excellent, Garza. You're really taking control of your health. Yeah, you got to take care of yourself." If I went to a party and I saw a piece of cake, I usually only take like a teaspoonful of that cake, and that's my portion, okay? Cervezas, 1, and that's it, okay? No more than that. I'm not a boozer to start off with, but, just 1 cerveza. Usually I have 2, but I cut it back from 2 to 1 if I'm at a party, those rare parties I go to here in the Texas region. Let me do that thumbs up. So my Texas weather, it's changing. It was rather hot June, July, August, September. And now it's finally cooling off. In October, it just fell off a cliff. So again, conducive to RVing, conducive to doing more yard work. My wife, again, when she leaves off for her work, she says, Jesus, I want you to do all this yard work. So the boss lady, that's how it works out. I'm just the cheap labor. What can I say? Photo exhibitions. I've been asked recently. I'm on a continual basis. I get calls from different individuals to exhibit photographs. No, that's right there. Like, for example, that photograph and other photographs that I've shot in the past. I've had many, many, many exhibitions, and I've been asked many more times, exponentially, to exhibit my work. So I continue to be asked to exhibit my photographs. If you have any questions about photography, feel free to contact me. I used to teach photography in San Francisco at the university, and I taught to seniors here on a volunteer basis photography. So if you have any questions about photography, again, feel free to leave your comments below and ask me, Jesus, what is shutter speed? What is aperture? Is aperture similar to iris or, f-stop? Feel free to contact me in the comment section below. Another comment, person keeps on, a couple of people ask me, hey, Jesus, when are you going to get a haircut? So, they see that I have this ponytail right here. And they say, Jesus, are you going to ever get a haircut? And I said, I would like to get a haircut, but I'm afraid to get a haircut. I actually have fear, a deep-seated fear of getting a haircut because of past experiences. You ask a barber to do this, but they say, hey, I have a better idea. Let's do this. And that's happened to me several times, so I avoid barbers now. They always want to, trim my sideburns and cut it down, leave a distinct sideburn. Maybe even up here, they cut it off, and they just want to have shaved on the sides and leave a little bit on the top. That's the standard now. That's the style. You should be, according to my taste, not your taste. Jesus, I have better taste. We should get a haircut that matches my taste, not your pathetic taste, Jesus Manuel Menagarza. Just saying. Okay. So that's the reason I don't get a haircut, out of deep-seated fear that they're going to screw me over. And I'm just going to say, just give me a buzz cut. Let me start over from fresh because you obviously screwed up my haircut, and pay them their $25 and adios. Never coming back to you again. Okay, let's talk about something I talked about previously about a year ago. Let's talk about my RVTA setup, my setup to do these videos. Typically, I was in the other studio. I have another studio where it's pretty much vacant right now. I have lights and expensive setup over there, but this is a more simple setup. I have my Lumix G85, which is a mirrorless micro four thirds camera with a standard zoom lens, and I zoom it and I focus on me right here. And it's on manual focus. I have a cable coming out of it. It's an HDMI cable, micro to a full-size HDMI cable, and it goes to a little box. It cost me about $40. And that sort of processes the image and then sends it via another HDMI cable, another USB cable rather, to my computer. Okay? So that's the video signal. The audio signal goes from my microphone right here to my Scarlett 2i2 second gen, not the third gen, second gen processor, my mixer. Okay, and all that is being processed. The USB cable from that mixer goes to my laptop, along with the video signal goes to my laptop, and this is a MacBook Pro, very nice Pro. 16-inch M1 edition. It works out pretty good for me. Previously, I used my Dell XPS computer, and I have a monitor here that I use for that once in a while. But that's 10 years old and super slow. So that one's about this slow. This goes about that fast. This one's a lot faster. It's not the fastest, the new M2 or M3 or M4 or M5 version. It's just the M1 version, but it's fast enough to edit on DaVinci Resolve, which is my current software. Very nice free software, and I have the 18.6 version currently, and they always are very friendly and free to offer it to me at RV and Travel Adventures. And I record the video first to my OBS Studio software. So my OBS Studio software records it and saves it, and then I add that video, my MP4 video, and I toss it into my DaVinci Resolve 18.6 editing software, and I add tiles, intros, music, and it comes out, and eventually I upload it to YouTube. And my computer, again, my MacBook Pro 16-inch M1 is very fast. It's very fast as compared again to my Dell XPS, which is super slow. So instead of not having capabilities, this one has a lot of capabilities, at least for the upcoming 2-3 years. It should be absolutely fabulous. Let me give it that big thumbs up again. Thumbs up. Okay. Let me see that. It didn't do the thumbs up. It didn't take that time. Let me do it again. Sometimes it doesn't. There it goes. My software's a little bit, it doesn't work all the time. I apologize. So thanks for subscribing to my channel. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let me have a little bit of coffee first. And please leave your kind and super friendly and professional comments below abajo. Muchas gracias a todos a ustedes. And of course, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/JMMGarza. Feel free to donate $1, $2 a month. Can you afford that? If you're Jeff Bezos, not an issue. If you're Elon Musk, not an issue. If you're one of those billionaires, check out my channel. You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. And of course, don't forget to leave $1 or $2 a month. Again, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. From Fort Worth, Texas, it's starting to cool off over here. Hope you're cooling off wherever you're at. Not too cold. There's cool, there's cold. I like cool, but I don't like cold. How about you? Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye. Don't forget to ring the bell for future notifications. Adios.